In this video, we are going to register MediatR and Carter libraries into ASP.NET Core Dependency Injection and Request Pipeline tool. So as you remember that we have implemented these use cases, and in every use cases, if you open the endpoint classes, you can see that we basically injecting iSender object, which is the MediatR, and we also using the iCarter module, which comes from the Carter, and we also using the adapt method, which comes from the Mapster, and we didn't configure these libraries into program.cs, and without configuring and adding these packages into ASP.NET built-in dependency injection, these use cases cannot be run. For that purpose, please open the program.cs. Remember that our program.cs is divided by two, which is before building the application and after building the application. So in the before building application, we will add services into dependency injection container, and I'm going to start with registering Carter library. Carter simplifies the creation of our minimal API endpoints. So for that purpose, I'm going to run builder services add Carter. By this way, we can add Carter related classes into our container, and after that, we should go to the configure HTTP request pipeline step, and I'm going to use app.mapCarter method, and this will be map the Carter endpoints into our ASP.NET Web API project. So we have successfully inject Carter related classes with using these two lines of code. By this way, Carter will be scan iCarter module interface implementation and expose minimal APIs. For example, if you open the delete basket endpoint, Carter will be scanning this interface for the current assembly, and this will be exposing map operation including HTTP delete, get, and post operations. So now it is time to register our next library, which is the MediatR. So we will integrate MediatR for implementing CQRS pattern and redirecting to our command and queries into handler class. So for that purpose, I'm going to add a MediatR into built-in dependency injection. So we can use again builder services add MediatR, and in here we can configure our MediatR injection with specifying additional details. So for example, I'm going to write config.register services from assembly, and I'm going to paste this assembly. As you remember that we can get the assembly from the type of program.cs, and this will be get current assembly. I'm going to copy this assembly variable and paste in here. By this way, we can register our MediatR into current assembly. For that purpose, we can use MediatR library from the building blocks class library. And after that, I'm going to add open behavior into configuration of the MediatR. Add open behavior method provide to adding validation behavior into our request pipeline into the MediatR. So we can also add additional open behavior, which is the logging behavior. So by this configuration, we have completed the MediatR configurations. So the first line of code, we will activate MediatR in the current assembly, and these two lines of code, we will add open behaviors and validation and logging behavior in the MediatR request lifecycle. If you go on top of these program.cs, you can see that we have using statement. I am going to move these using statement into global usings. If you go back to our program.cs, you can see that our configurations is done. We have registered these MediatR and Carter services, and our microservices is ready to handle incoming requests efficiently.